Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster Revan here, and you're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media here on YouTube. Wow, what a week. It's already Wednesday, or as it is here. It is, it's Wednesday, April 24th, and now the Democrats right now have gone into overdrive on their campaign into impeaching the president. Now, we all know that the Mueller report was released last week or so, about a couple weeks ago. Well, not too long ago. And the report did vindicate the president. And the Democratic presidential candidates still saying, well, Congress needs to do their job to move forward to impeach. Now about that, isn't that kind of putting like a double jeopardy on the guy? I mean, if you accuse someone and hoping that there's something in the report, in the investigation, and even though there was nothing there on the president or his family or anybody, they just couldn't find anything. Even the Attorney General said no American colluded with Russia. There was no collusion, no obstruction of anything. Because if you go back, remember, Hillary sold 20% of our uranium to Russia. 20%. Now, they need to look at her because Hillary has history with Russia. So does the Democrats. But they, for a long time, accused the president of colluding with Russia, colluding with him over the hacking of the DNC computers, which, come from now, it was an inside job. And it led to the death of Seth Rich. And nothing to prove. Nothing really to prove. Now, the Democrats are going full bore. They're stampeding for an impeachment. Will it happen? Probably not, because they've been gung-ho since day one. Okay, since day one. Nancy Pelosi kind of shying away from it because it would be a bad idea to do it. And she knows this. Since the report was released, she's backing off. But the radical left are saying no, we're going to get rid of him now. Okay, you want to get rid of the president. Fair enough. But how are you going to do it when the report was released and it cleared the president? You can't go after him for that again, because they're going to try to use the report, anything that they could find in the report, even though it's been released and it's released to the public, and it would prove and show that the president did not collude with Russia. But they're going to find a way to say, well, we found something here that the president did collude with Russia. that's like if you go back and it gives of it again. I'm going to prove that. You can't prove it. You have to prove it with facts, not a dossier that was done by Christopher Steele, which proves nothing. Okay, proves nothing. So they're going to try again and again and again and again. But the thing is, you could try. You could try and try and try, but it won't lead to anything. No impeachment. Okay? The Democrats are shaking their boots. The leading Democrat, Kamala Harris, says Congress should move ahead with impeachment. Do you know how long it would take just to do that? Do you know how long it would take just to do that shit? It won't happen. It will not happen. Well, it won't happen. Why? Because for it to happen, you have to have an investigation on these articles that's going to be put out. And do you think it'll happen? No. No impeachment at all. None whatsoever. Because Democrats can't prove a fucking thing. They cannot prove a goddamn thing. A fucking thing. Because it would be hard to prove. Hard to prove. I think that it'll be an uphill battle. That's for damn sure. I think that there's a huge, huge, a huge problem with that. I think the impeachment thing would be kind of a wrong thing to do because you can't. I mean, even though the report was released, nothing was there. So you could say, well, there's something there. Yeah, absolutely nothing. I just think that Democrats need to worry about something else besides the impeachment. Honestly, because they keep worrying about impeaching. Um, it's not going to be good. You have to accept it. You know, you can't say, "Well, we're still going to impeach them." Well, there has to be a reason to impeach. The report shows nothing. Absolutely nothing. So when you think, okay, well, um,
Did you grab a chair out of the kitchen?
Yeah.
You gotta put it back.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Well, I mean, it is a it is a problem. It's kind of a problem because, I mean, you gotta understand, the impeachment ain't going to happen, to be honest with you. It's not going to happen. Because the time, um, just the time that it would take. And you got to really think about what needs to be done, how long it would take, and it would take a long time to do it. Because I mean, if they did it with Bill Clinton, because he fucked up, Okay. Now, when Obama was in office, there were 25 articles of impeachment announced, put out there, but yet nothing was fucking done. They didn't do anything. They just announced there was 25 articles of impeachment for Obama, and he deserved it. Al Green says, "Well, there's five." Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. You cannot prove anything. Okay, there was an investigation. Robert Mueller did it for almost 2 full years. Then out of the blue, the report is done. Everything's done, and it proves the president did not collude with Russia. His family didn't collude with Russia. No American colluded with Russia. There was no obstruction. Okay, there was no obstruction at all. Proven. But yet, after that, they went into tax returns. Well, IRS says, fuck you, it has to be voluntary. Now they're going after his bank, Deutsche Bank. The banks he uses. Find anything. Then all of a sudden, holy crap, we can't find anything. That's right. They couldn't find anything. They couldn't do anything, but yet they're going to impeach. The thing is, Democrats are fucking stupid. Especially the radical far left Democrats are fucking stupid. Will they vote to impeach? They'll try, but will it happen? No, it won't happen because you cannot really impeach. I mean, accuse the guy of some again of the same crime because the report cleared him. And they could try to use the report to impeach him, but the Democrats need to realize if they impeach or try to impeach, they're going to be shaking their shoes. And what needs to happen is they need to not worry about impeaching. That's the last thing that they should worry about. They should worry about the election, not impeachment. Because impeaching probably won't work. Because they need to do it through the election, through campaigning and election and shit. And not impeach. They need to think, pay attention. because you're not going to impeach the guy because it ain't going to happen. They could try, they could try, they could try, but what will happen? No, because you have Senate Republicans running the Senate, and the Republicans are on Trump's side. No, that's like the Democrats were on Obama's side when he was in office. They had the Senate, the Congress, and the House, or House, but they lost the Senate. And it did not come out the way they wanted. And it would not look pretty for the Republican, the Democrats, because I mean, you understand if that's like you try a guy for a crime that he's been charged with. Okay, there's a investigation, and took almost 2 years to investigate, for example. And after the investigation, they found nothing. They go to try the guy for that crime. He's acquitted. That means you cannot try him again. Because if you do try him again, that's double jeopardy for the same crime. Unless if you find more evidence. Okay? They tried for 2.5 years to investigate, and they found nothing. They had 2 convictions, thousands of subpoenas, hundreds of witnesses, tens of millions of dollars wasted, and absolutely found nothing. Found nothing. No collusion, no obstruction, no anything. But they want to impeach because he was talking to Putin. Putin and Trump are world leaders. Okay, they're world leaders. Okay, is that wrong to talk to a fellow world leader about diplomacy, trade? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing political about it. It's democratic. It's diplomacy. It's 2 world leaders talking. Okay, talking. Okay, so now the reason why impeachment would be bad for Democrats because they need to get their shit in order. They need to stop worrying about impeaching the president. They need to worry about fixing their shit. Okay? Stop worrying about the president. Stop worrying about impeaching the guy because, for one, it ain't going to happen. Okay? It will not happen at all, whatsoever. Because it would be a bad move for the Democrats. Okay? They're mad because of the election between Hillary and Trump. They want to deconstruct it. They want to wipe out from the history books. Well, you can't do it. Can't do it. Okay? It's over. Done dealt with. Hillary lost. Trump won. If you ain't done with that, we got 3 words for you. Go fuck yourself. So it would be a problem. Huge problem. Huge problem. So the thing is, the Democrats need to lay off of the impeachment thing. Back away from it. Ain't going to happen. Nice try. Go fuck yourself. Because they got the report they wanted. They just did not like the results. They said, "Well, we need Mueller and Barr to testify. If they testify, they're going to tell them the same fucking thing. No collusion, no obstruction, no anything. Simple as that." But Democrats need to wake the fuck up. Stop worrying about impeaching. Start dealing with the election. Start dealing with what's happening now in this country, the economy and shit. Understand that worrying about the impeachment is going to make you look like shit, and it's going to give the president an automatic re-election. Because attacking him or some stupid shit that's not proven, can't prove it anyway, and the thing is, the president ain't worried. But the Democrats are worried. Why are you so worried? My God, shut the fuck up, Democrats. You can't prove anything. You can't. I mean, you could. I mean, they've tried to keep Kavanaugh from becoming a Supreme Court justice. That failed. They tried everything, but yet they still keep failing. Stop fucking up. Stop worrying about the president. Start worrying about how to keep this country intact. Stop putting your fucking party first over everybody or everything. Because your party ain't that fucking special either. The party system ain't that important. What's important is this country. The we the people come first over any political party. Okay? Now, the reason they really want him gone is because they don't like to be embarrassed. Okay? They're embarrassed. Okay? They lost the election. The Republican Party is back in the White House since George W. Bush. Unemployment is at an all-time low for Hispanics, blacks, Asians, handicaps, and teenagers. All working. They're working. Everything's doing pretty good. Things are doing pretty good. They're pissed off because they don't like getting embarrassed. They're embarrassed. The media's attacking them because they're trying to get a story. But it seems that CNN keeps fucking dropping. What needs to happen is stop fucking up. The head of CNN needs to fire Jeff Zucker. Get his bald fat ass out. Put in somebody that is in the middle, kind of like a Bendu, a gray Jedi, someone that's dead center and is for the people, but can't do that because Jeff Zucker's doing a pretty good job for a balding fat fuck. If I own if I own the network, a CNN network, I would fire Jeff Zucker and every motherfucker that works for the network. I would bring in somebody else who could do the job. And CNN would no longer be a Democratic leaning, a left wing leaning network. It will be a center. It will be a people's network. Not CNN, ALM, Anonymous Liberty Media. Simple as that. Of course, I wish I did that shit, but I can't do it because I ain't got the $1 billion to do that shit. So fuck it. But the thing is, the only way for them to get back up in the ratings, stop with the fake news, stop the ambush journalism, stop acting like a fucking child and shit because Jim Acosta's press credentials were taken away. They violated our first and shut the fuck up. It had nothing to do with your freedom of the press or your Fifth Amendment right. It's about character, okay? Character. Jim Acosta put his hands on an intern. That fucking stupid motherfucker. And now you got April Ryan, that fucking cunt, saying Sarah Sanders need her head need to be lopped. Her head need to be lopped off. Now that the one thing as a journalist or a reporter or somebody in the media, there's that big line that big red line in the sand that you don't cross. One, do not put your hands on the intern. Okay, and two, do not threaten a White House press secretary by saying that person needs her head lopped off. That's that stupid shit. That's crossing the line by a mile. Okay. When Sarah Sanders called out Jim Acosta for putting his hands on the intern, he said, "That's a lie, bullshit, motherfucker. We all seen it on TV. It wasn't. It was fake. It was a real fucking video. We all saw it. I saw it. And he put his hand on the intern. Okay? They even played it on CNN. Okay? And they said, well, that's doctored. No, they ain't doctored. It ain't doctored, dude. I mean, shit. I think I just farted. Sorry. But the thing is, I mean, you have to have some respect for the people that you're asking questions to. You have to have some respect for people that that's taking questions from you. You don't make comments about, well, they need to be fired, they need to be have their head lopped off. Shut the fuck up. You work for the press. You're part of the press corps, and there's things you cannot say to somebody or about somebody that is a threat to the person that you're talking about. And plus, you should keep your hands to yourself. Okay, keep your hands to yourself. Now, you didn't see Sam Donaldson back when they put his hands on the intern in front of Reagan. No, never happened. Nobody in the press pool ever put their hands on an intern at all. Okay, Jim Acosta, that lying piece of shit, put his hands on a White House intern. Yes, it happened, Jimbo. You put your fucking greasy, grubby hands on a nice lady. If I was president, I would ban you for life until my term's up. I would put a call it they call it a sanction on your network, you cocksucker. But of course, would I do that? No, because I don't. I will let the lawyers do it. Give your guy Zucker a message. Again, don't fuck up. But yes, they have a right to freedom of the press. Okay, I get that. But the one thing you should never do is put your hands on an intern or threaten a press secretary. Okay? April Ryan, you're a lying piece of shit. Okay? You're a contributor to CNN, you stupid broad. You're the one who's lying. You're mad because Sarah Sanders put you in your place. She owns you. Because why? You act like fucking children. You act like fucking children. Act like adults. Be an adult. You, you dumb broad. Stop acting like children, I tell you. Not going to help you. Not going to help you. I mean, it is what it is. Democrats on the left are dumb. They're going to try and try and try to impeach, but will it happen? No, it ain't going to happen. Because you can understand that the time it would take just to investigate, then the articles, then the thing itself. It ain't going to fucking happen. They say, well, we want him impeached. How about we impeach fucking Adam Schiff, Maxine Waters? Okay, how about we impeach Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein in California? How about we impeach Ted fucking Lieu? Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Because I mean, there's nothing there to impeach the president about for whatever for. What will happen? No, it will not happen. It will never happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just that here. It's just that you have to really understand that. Let's see here. Got the thing here. Got my appointment. I have an appointment with a diabetic educator next week. So. Okay. Monday. I now a few times a few times that I'm diabetic, and I was diagnosed. Was it 2014? About it'll be October of this year. Be about 5 years, and yeah, um, pretty good. That was okay though, but it's pretty good. You know, it's a good thing to learn. But do I like being diabetic? No, I don't. But it runs my family, so that does run in my family. So it's So again, I went back to Assange here. Assange, the dude has all the cards, and the U.S. the Big Brother wants to have him extradited here. And to be honest, he will not have, he will not have a fair trial at all. And he will get railroaded. I mean, literally railroaded. But he has all the cards. He has that fail safe that if anything ever happens to him, boom, all that cable is released. Boom, there you go. Because it would prove something, NFL thing, and that contingency plan of Sanchez and shit. So he ain't stupid. So the UK and the US government needs to kind of be careful a little bit, saying be careful because they don't want to harm him. They don't do anything to him, except put him behind bars for about 5 years or so. That's probably going to be hard because the information he has will probably be kind of thing. So the best thing is just be careful. But Rand Paul wants to give him immunity so he could testify in front of Congress. I think that'll be a smart thing to do because it'll be the one thing that the president cannot pass up. Because the information he has can really do some good. I mean, really do some good. Okay. Now, if the president was smart, like he says he is, he might not want to plan to even execute Assange. He needs to be careful because Assange has information that he might want to find very juicy. That he might want to look at. Might want to look at very much. It's pretty much that the president needs to be careful. They need to meet neutral area input. The Democrats want to indict and want him executed. Is this the Pentagon Papers all over again? Because you cannot really go after the guy because he's a publisher, editor-in-chief. He's the editor-in-chief. And now, if they were smart, they'd be like, okay, well, they're treating Assange like Dennis Ellsberg, the guy that blew the whistle on Vietnam and shit. So I mean, the Democrats need to really also pay attention and back the fuck off. Okay. The reason they want him because the media doesn't like getting embarrassed because there's somebody that's actually doing their job for them. Period. And two, the deep state guys don't want their shit to be leaked to the public because that means audios to their seat in the Senate, the Congress, and the House. So they might want to be careful because right now Julian Assange has all the cards. And if they do anything to him, hey, they might want to back off a little bit and do it with kid gloves. Because this guy's important. He's very important. And some want him dead, some want him alive, so he can testify and shit. So I say let Julian Assange testify. Let him testify. Because there are people in this country that want to protect him. Okay? Now, it's time for the deep state to fall. And fall they shall. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the end of the video. If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and please hit the bell for notification, and please share this video. And if you have this transmission, you are the resistance. I am Grandmaster Evan, founder of the Anonymous Letter Media, allied with the TWWRN, the Worldwide Resistance Network. Knowledge is free. If you ain't down with that, ALM and TWWRN has 3 words for you. Go fuck yourself. Peace out. I'm Revan. You're not. Fuck you. I'm out.